Welcome to Keep It a Bean on SMG Radio. Here we're going to give our honest opinion on various topics. Goose, what you got us drinking today?
Well, brother, we on this De Leon. I heard this is Puff Daddy new drip. And it's 100% pure Puro de Agave, 40% Gates.
What's that, France?
Nah, this... I don't even want to lie to you, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to start off by taking a shot. Just for the
hand me that
beginnings of the
you know this is what I rock
new
with.
show, new topic.
Shout out to Ross.
Topics mainly be about sports today, basketball. But we keeping it a bean, which means we're gonna be very honest, straight cutthroat.
Mm-hmm.
How we feel. We're gonna debate a little bit, but we're gonna try to keep it fluid, so you don't get lost in the mix.
Who said that? Somebody said that. Give me some. I think it was on Friday or somebody said that. Give me some water. Damn, I forgot who said that.
So I'm gonna go this way.
Oh no, Craig Mama said that.
We're starting off with, since Goose opening up the bottle. Cop, how you feel? What names we going by?
Yeah, I'm gonna go by Cop. My name Cop. You know what I'm saying?
Killer, Goose,
and Red. Okay.
Big Red.
All right. Well, to my right, I got Goose. Next to Goose, I got Cop.
That's me.
Going around next to my left, we got Killer. And you got me, Big Red. First topic we want to talk about today is the OKC Golden State game from Saturday night, and then we're gonna recap the Cleveland San Antonio game from Sunday afternoon. Well, my opinions on the Golden State OKC game, I think it was a pretty good game for the most part. I think Golden State showed its potential. When they lock in, they can just take off on anybody at any time. But they're poised to make another run. And they just got too much firepower, in my opinion.
This is my thing. Golden State and OKC, that game, I'm upset first because they cost me bread.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The last two, OKC gave Golden State a great run and they beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I caught the last little fourth quarter of it. So, I don't know. I seen my guy Swaggy P. He went nuts. So that Golden State team looking very.
But at one point, the score was like 54-51, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in the third quarter.
And then that's when Golden State just I think it was after that Pachulia incident with Russ, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, fellas. We gonna keep it a bean on here. Who fault was it that OKC lost?
Really?
PG most definitely.
It wasn't all his fault. Did he contribute to a lot of it? Yes. But
what percent would you give him at fault?
100.
I would give him shoot.
He went 1 for 14.
Yeah,
1 for 14.
Yeah, but his defense wasn't bad.
This is an all-star.
I mean, the numbers are horrible. Don't get me wrong. Those are atrocious. They'll mitigate golf for him to even suit up.
1 for 14. PG, you my guy. In case you're watching this, but you got to do better, man. OKC, they depending on you, bro. You can't go out there and go 1 for 14.
Yeah, right there, 1 for 14, 1 for 9 from 3. But Russ, he went 4 for 15, which that's something that he will do. Melo, he went 6 for 17. That's something that he will do.
He was trying.
He tried to dock on somebody. But you got PG out here going 1 for 14. And then I watched Clay just lock him up one-on-one in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one play, though. Everybody get locked up at least one play throughout every game.
Yeah,
he got locked up every play.
I just expect more out of PG. That's all. Because I hold him to a high standard.
What standard? What tier is he? Tier 1 is
I put him in. I put him in tier 2.
Go ahead and
toast it up.
SMG
Radio, keep it a bean.
On the De Leon drip.
So what tier would y'all put PG in? Tier 1, of course, is Bron, KD, Steph. You could throw Russ in there.
Cannot.
No, you can't.
Ain't got no.
Well,
I put PG in the second tier. Me personally, because that's just I see him play. I seen him compete against Bron last year in the playoffs. He been doing it for a minute, so I hold him to tier 2. He in there with Russ and
James.
Yeah, James. James creeping into that 1, man. He
just gotta
in the playoffs. Once he get in the playoffs, he gonna be tier 1.
James Harden needs that one significant moment. He's had too many bad significant moments in the playoffs or in the finals.
What we remember James for is coming up short in the playoffs. Meta, knocking him off.
Yeah. Hey, Meta, you can't be doing that, man. That's my guy, James. Shout out to James.
Try to play it off. Come on, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was my take on it, man.
What? So, do you think Golden State and OKC, if they potentially meet in the playoffs, how do y'all feel about the series? Like, what does OKC have to do to make it more than interesting, to make it a legit series, than it just being Golden State got too much firepower and, like, what does OKC have to do to make it a run at, okay, they can potentially really beat Golden State?
They going to have to take it to 6, at least 6. An interesting 6 where not nobody get blew out of game.
No, you asking how can they take it to 6?
Yeah, well, not 6 in general, but just how can
make it interesting?
How can they make the series interesting?
Yeah, they got to take it to 6. All games got to stay.
So close. They got to still want at Golden State.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Take it to 6. That means Golden State might win one at OKC. Because no matter what, man, Golden State do have a lot of power. No matter what any team could do. You got 4 All-Stars. Granted,
Draymond not an All-Star.
Draymond is an All-Star.
He's not an All-Star.
Defensive player of the year?
What they got to do about being an
4
All-Star?
All-Stars. They got 4 All-Stars. They got 3 people saying Melo dropping.
I respect his groundwork. What he do is all mud work. I love his tenacity. But as far as you saw him in the All-Star game, did he shoot?
No, it's not his game. Play defense, rebound.
Oh, okay.
They had the best record in the league. At that time, they had the best record in the league, so they deserve to have 4 players.
Okay, so they just have OKC just have to keep it close, push it to Game 6, and make it interesting that way, or
I feel like for OKC to keep it interesting, somebody has to get hurt from Golden State. I feel like OKC probably gonna win. They may win one. They may win one game.
So you're not really giving them a chance at all, realistically.
With Roberson, yeah. Without Roberson, I don't think they have a chance.
Okay. What about you, Kyle? What you think?
Man, it's gonna be tough. It's for them they match up with Golden State pretty good. I like the matchups. I like Melo and Draymond. I like KD and Paul George, all that. But they need the production from Paul George.
For sure.
Russ got to stay in attack mode, and it's gonna take everything OKC got just to even take it 2-6. Mm-hmm. They not gonna win the series, but it's a good matchup. I believe OKC is the better matchup, player for player, than Houston. But Houston as a team, they play together. So OKC just gonna have to use their star power because they got. I still think Melo, he could be an all-star. At any point in time, he can get hot. So they're going to have to use that star power. They got 3 stars. OKC got really 3.5 stars. So they can do it. They just got to play together, play hard. They got to go at them. They can't be scared. They can't let them go on them runs. They got to play their best.
What about you, Killer? What you think?
My honest opinion is we going to beat them Golden State. And what I mean by we is the Rockets. James Harden, he gonna finally prove these guys wrong. That he can come in the clutch. He just he don't want to mess the percentage up. When he shoot the ball, he want to shoot the ball where it's a high percentage he gonna make. He not gonna go out there and do what Russ do and just put up 30 shots just because. Mm-hmm. He want to shoot to where he score and all that. So I think, in my honest opinion, Rockets will get them in 7.
Do you feel like that's the right way to play?
But
What
wait,
percentage?
first before we go into that, do you think OKC has a chance against Golden State? Because the way it's looking, they gonna meet them in the second round. If OKC
Golden State will beat OKC in 6. That's
in
my
6?
opinion.
Okay.
Golden State is going to beat
I know this one.
OKC.
My opinion
This
is,
one
I
I ain't had no
believe
red.
Golden State will win. Maybe it wouldn't surprise me if they won in 5, but if they win in 6, it wouldn't surprise me. I think Roberson being out is more than people are really paying attention to.
Mhm.
Though he's not really an offensive scorer, he reminds me of Dwayne Wade as far as when he cut to the basket, his ability to finish and even make the pass, that outlet pass to the open man. I think him missing in that regard, and it hurts OKC defensively because they had 2 premier defensive players, PG and Roberson.
Mhm.
Now, those 2 can guard KD and Clay, and then you just let Steph and Russ go at it and do what they do. I think Roberson being out helps them out.
Roberson being out really completely screwed them if they ever run up against Houston.
I think OKC really should have went and got Avery Bradley, but we'll leave that topic
They
on to
tried.
something else. Now, as we move on to the next topic, the Cleveland-San Antonio game, which San Antonio won by 16, I believe. Do we have the final score to that?
Yeah, it was
116 to 94?
110 to 94.
110 to 94. San Antonio winning that in Cleveland yesterday. How do y'all feel about that game?
You can start off.
Man, I feel like San Antonio just moved the ball. They needed a win. They had been losing. They had just lost to Denver. And I feel like, man, Cleveland, I think we starting to see what we going to get from Rodney Hood. He probably about 9-10 points a game, but Clarkson is better than him. I feel like he going to give you about 15.
Ooh, man. Hold on, Goose.
I think Hood is better, but Clarkson plays better every game.
I think
Hood got more talent.
I think Rodney Hood is he
He
relaxing
more of a
too
system.
much.
He's more of a system player than me.
I feel like he's not in a. I think Clarkson got a mindset like I got to go get these buckets, and Hood like okay, if I get a shot, I'll shoot it, but I'm not gonna go at you.
I can see that.
But I think Rodney Hood is better. Like he's legit 6'8". He can shoot the ball. I don't know, man. He got to get that mindset.
If I was drafting right now, I would take Hood over Clarkson. But if I was a GM right now, and they was both free agents, I'm taking Jordan Clarkson right now. It's like he's more hungry. I guess he came up on the bench. I don't know, and they done lost 2 games at home. They lost to San Antonio at home, and they lost to Washington at home.
Yeah. Well, since the trade, they're 4-2, 3-2. Beating the Celtics, beat Memphis, and then they beat
They
Celtics
beat
first.
OKC.
They beat OKC. Then they lost to Washington that Thursday night, excuse me. Then they beat Memphis Grizzlies Friday night. Then they lost to San Antonio on Sunday afternoon. I think what hurt Cleveland the most, because midway through the game, it was a pretty good game. Both teams made runs. I think once San Antonio slowed it down, that's when San Antonio's bigs had more of an effect in the game due to Cleveland's lack of size.
Also, did y'all see last 4-5 minutes? I didn't see J.R. Tristan. They didn't touch the floor.
They said they didn't even play the fourth.
Yeah, Georgia.
Okay.
That's what I want to say. I'm looking at the stats, and then the starters. This is the starters. For 3, besides Brown went 2 for 5 for 3. Everybody else went 0 for 2.
Who went 0 for 2?
Osman.
Osman, okay.
Osman went 0 for 2. Hill went 0 for 2. JR went 0 for 6 and 1 for 8 from the field. Hill went 1 for 7 from the field. And Osman went 1 for 6 on the field. Now, that's 2 points for JR. That's 2 points for Hill, 6 points for Thompson, and 4 points for Austin.
That's 14 points, correct? Or 16?
Correct, 14.
So Brown outscored the starting unit by How many points? 16?
About
17?
17. About 17
JR had
points.
2, Hill had 2, Osman had 4, Tristan had 6, Brown had 33.
So how is this guy expect to win? They made pretty good trades, okay, that's fine. But your other guys cannot go 1 for 7, 1 for 8, 0 for 6.
I think what hurt Cleveland is Tyloo spoke on it. I believe in the post game after yesterday, he spoke about their offense is predictable right now due to the new guys. Because they don't know a lot of the sets, they're still learning. So I noticed Cleveland runs Lance or Tristan Thompson free throw line, and then they do a crossing, and then everything is directed from there. I noticed they run that a lot, which I think teams are picking up on, and it's made them very predictable. So teams really know what they're going to do. First 2 games, they started off hot, which, I mean, the effort is there. It ain't like San Antonio just beat the doors off of them, and it looked like how Cleveland was at first, where it was no effort, no energy, no anything like that. I think it's more so of new guys, new chemistry. But they show effort, though. They show that they care. That's the biggest thing for me. When they made the trade, it was just fresh blood. They show they care, and they going to put effort in regardless. San Antonio just made a run, which can happen in basketball.
But do you think that Crowder and Isaiah didn't care, or they was just
something was going on? It was not, I think it was not basketball related.
Let's just keep it a bean. Isaiah Thomas can't guard nothing, and he wasn't hitting no shots.
So y'all wasn't gonna like let him, like, you know what I'm saying, get back in his bag, or y'all just gonna cut bait?
No, sometimes you gotta go ahead and just get rid of something, man. It's Isaiah Thomas. If you was a GM, are you
I'm tough GM.
You bagging that bricks truck up?
No, I will give him I signed about a 4-year deal worth about $15 million.
A year?
Why? No, 4 year, $15 million.
$15 million a year?
You get 3 a year.
3 a year. Why?
And he's gonna come off my bench.
Why?
Because he's explosive off the bench. I feel like 1-on-1 he could, like a Jamal Crawford kind of. But
so you telling me a guy that was 4th or 5th in the MVP voting, and because he got injured, is only worth $3 million now?
I don't even really. I look at different. I look at they was down 0-2 to the Bulls.
Okay.
At home, Rondo got hurt. They would have lost that series. He
A
did
lot of
have a
people
good
believe
regular
that. I do
season. The
believe
regular
that.
season is different. You know, James, he throw up crazy regular season.
James Harden it is, right?
Yeah, but in the playoffs it's different. I'm not backing that Brinks truck up. You see Kyrie in Boston averaging 25, 4 and 4 or something in his life. He's just trying to get wins.
So
now.
are you telling me you wouldn't do that for James Harden either?
James Harden getting that bag for me.
Why?
I mean, he the best. I ain't gonna get in that, but he's a very good. He don't. I mean, you need it. He can put the ball in the basket. What are he averaging? 30?
Yeah,
averaging 31.
But IT was averaging 29.
Was.
31.
Yeah, but he came off of an injury.
But he's only 5'5".
I understand that, but what made it different in Boston than what it is in Cleveland now?
Oh, well, I can tell you that. Boston, they ran a kind of offense, kind of like San Antonio, where you move the ball, and then once Isaiah would get it, he's running right into a ball screen. I remember in the playoffs, he got a lot of switch off on the Morrison twins, snatches, and stuff like that. So he was really getting his stuff off on bigs.
Okay. Before we address that,
Cleveland is straight one-on-one. Brian gonna pass it to you, either shoot it or you one-on-one because it's late in the shot clock.
So Crowder and IT are more effective in a ball motion system than a system that Cleveland runs.
Yeah, Cleveland run, Brian is gonna pass it to you, you gotta shoot it, or it's so late in the shot clock you have to have some type of bag where you can get off in like 4 seconds.
Okay.
Crowder's just a catch and shoot defend type.
Okay.
I don't know why he
All right.
Before
Let me speak on that.
Before we dive into that, so y'all do on the OKC, Golden State, and Cleveland, San Antonio. Do y'all feel those were really good games?
No.
Outside of,
I wasn't entertained by either.
And I didn't expect neither game to go the way it went.
Yeah, me either. I like the Spurs game was kind of, it should have been a little closer, but
Yeah, that's 16 points.
I knew Golden State would win.
Yeah, we both called that before when we was on the FaceTime.
okay, well, moving on, since we're on this subject now, the new Cavs and Rockets. The new Cavs. Since we're on that, go ahead and dive into what you were about to say, Cop, on the new Cavs or the IT situation.
Oh, about IT. I know Bron. You know he calls whatever on the offense. But what about when Bron is on the bench and his IT is him, and he's still not producing?
I think
That's my thing. Once Bron leave the court, it's your time to show what you got. Cause when it's Kyrie time, once Bron went to the bench, Kyrie took over the game, and made stuff happen. IT, he didn't do that.
True.
And if he injured, don't play.
I don't think IT was injured. I think the first game. I don't think it was. Injury has a lot to do with it. I think
I ain't got no box.
Injury has a lot to do with it, but I think the first game he came out and scored like 17, but he took like 15 shots if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like 6 for 15 or 17, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which was mainly all energy. You riding that wave of I'm finally back. You know, you get that energy boost. Then reality sets in. I think for IT, I think the system just wasn't made for him. Can he score isolation? Of course he can. But the style that Cleveland plays, I think he wasn't. It's that feel of the ball. He wasn't getting it as much with Bron. And though he was back, it's a different vibe when your system isn't predicated on ball movement as it was in Boston, as it is in Cleveland. Cleveland is do something with the rock. Can you make a play or can you score?
Quick. Mm-hmm.
And I believe he can do it, but in the situation as far as him coming back from injury, as long as he was out, I think that hurt him the most. And like he said, they were in panic mode and they had to make a play. But the team just wasn't showing heart in general. But I do like the trades, Rodney Hood, Clarkson, and Nance. I think that in George Hill, I think they're still learning the system, which you see. But all I wanted to see, regardless if they win or lose, I just wanted to see if they care.
Did you see Tristan trying to guard LaMarcus?
No.
That was horrible. The dude,
gave 27.
bro.
Yeah.
That second half, he got whatever he wanted.
Don't be surprised if Lance start getting all the Tristan minutes. Tristan might start, but Lance is 10 times more athletic, and his defense might not be that much better than Tristan Thompson. But I think I saw it yesterday in the San Antonio game. Lance's ability to bring the ball up the court. Though he ain't trying to make a play, but his ability to be able to dribble and then make that pass and pick and then maybe dive to the goal, to the rim or whatever, I think that brings another another value to that team.
You think Tristan worth $15 million a year?
Tristan is worth maybe that deal you was gonna give my team.
Hey, you heard that?
Ain't no way.
What about JR? You think JR worth $16 a year?
Nope.
JR.
Oh, JR.
Hey, my boy Shay Sharp say you worth whatever somebody pay you.
JR just had.
No.
It ain't no point in me talking about
I can
JR.
agree with that though. You always get what you can get. If they
So
go,
you mean to tell me
it ain't.
that whatever you is getting paid, that's how much you should have got paid?
It don't matter what shoulda. That's what I'm getting.
I can understand that that's what you are getting once you get that bread.
At that time, yes, because they were fresh out of a championship, and JR's defense was valuable in that championship series.
You got
Just
I think they got so hype off
Bron
that
said
championship.
get it done. That's why they got it done.
And Brun's pressure on them did have a lot to do with
It
it.
was the championship.
But he was
but
very valuable.
That
in that
same
championship
pressure
run.
got them these new guys. So
True.
it worked good. Sometimes it worked bad. But
True.
So is the all right? My last thing is the team better with these new guys.
Yes, they just have to mesh. You can see it on the defensive
Yeah, they
end.
better
They get
right now.
more tips. I believe the first half they had almost 20 fast breaks.
well, let's wait till the playoffs. We can't really say now because they're young. IT and Crowder.
Well, just from what we
so
seen.
they may have just been waiting to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and they
but
picked
that's
Speaking of playoffs, Toronto is 41-17, Boston 42-19, Cleveland 35, and 24. So there are 6 games and a half behind.
It don't matter where
With
Cleveland
Washington,
plays.
Indiana, Milwaukee, Philly, and Miami. They all in 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So Cleveland's going to be 3. They don't have 2.
No, I don't think Cleveland really cares. Last year showed it. Places wherever, we still gonna beat you. I'm not gonna believe nobody beating Cleveland until until they win 4-2 and Burrow walking up the court with an L. Until I see that, I'm not believing. Because just like last year, Boston won 62 games.
We knew.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm gonna go on record and say this. I feel like Toronto will beat Cleveland this year.
You feel they will?
No, I feel they should. I'm sorry. I feel they should beat Cleveland.
Why?
This is the worst Cleveland team since Bron been back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do agree with that.
And this is the best Toronto team.
But we haven't seen these new guys with Kevin Love. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Right.
We missing 20 and 10. That's 20 and 10.
And you subtracting some when you get that though.
No. We keeping it going.
He's a great passer as well. And he spaces the floor out. That is true. But the Rockets, how do y'all feel about the Rockets so far? James Harden having an MVP caliber year, which he will most likely win, which deservingly he does. But how do you feel about your Rockets, Killer, since that's your squad, since you rock with Jamie?
Playing with the clutch city hat.
All right. My Rockets right now is looking just great. They looking great. I like that they added CP. I didn't know how they would go, but I like that they added CP.
I remember you.
Yeah. You didn't like that. You did not like that trade.
I'm not going. We are keeping it a beam.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want CP to come here.
Why?
Would you agree? Just listen to this.
Okay.
Just listen to this. The way that Lou Williams is having a season right now, would you think about trading CP for Lou Will and Patrick Beverly with the defense?
It's tough.
Right now,
That's a tough
with
trade.
the season that CP
Would I
has,
have made that trade?
Would you make that trade right now?
No.
Simply.
Yes, you would.
Why?
You would still.
The Rockets-
You
You
seen what Lou Will got you. You seen it. Lou Will is by himself right now. He doing whatever he want to do. He getting any shot he want. Can Lou Will facilitate like CP?
That's a tough trade.
Can he lock up like CP?
And
Even
no
though CP old, he still lock up. He still bring that defense.
But listen, what did the Rockets do last year? They had the best record last year?
No.
Second best?
Yeah, they were
Third.
And they went to second
They were
round?
second base.
They went to the second round, lost to San Antonio.
So what if they go to second round and lose again? The trade was just basically even swap.
You
It was a
just-
solid
But
trade,
who
but
are they
it
losing to? The only team the Rockets gonna lose to, in my opinion, is Golden State.
And
You're right. They're going to
I mean,
West
you
Conference.
can see that they.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised though if OKC did beat them though. The
Beat
Rockets.
who?
The Rockets.
There's no way.
No, you say that, but
There's no
simply
way.
because the
no way.
OKC's their style of play fits the playoffs more.
There's
Only team
no
that's
way.
running and gunning is Houston
The
and Golden State.
reason why OKC will not beat Rockets is one word, and that's Rockets. Who's gonna defend?
We just-
Who's gonna defend?
PG Jamie
You can do that.
gonna get here.
Yes, you can do that, but at the same time, you have to. If they have PG and Robinson, they can sit both of them on it. We seen what we all know.
I agree.
Jamie choked or whatever when it come down to the elimination game.
Rockets should have
playoff,
made the
whatever.
Western Conference Finals last year. So we don't really know if the team is
Yeah, but
better
last
or
year,
not.
we got to speak on this year though.
But like I said with the Rockets, they got CP that take a lot of pressure off my guy James Harden, because as I watch my teams lay down in the stretch, they'll give it to CP right there. He'll post up everything on the guards or whatever who's guarding them, and they'll run the ISO for CP.
So
Get the
you
ball off the game.
think Jamie does need he cannot take the pressure like that, because you see they got
Who
it.
can?
They Bean, Bron.
Who
No,
can?
Jamie can.
Bron ain't did nothing by himself.
No.
No, he hasn't won.
He didn't made it to the championship by himself.
You can make it.
He didn't made it to the
goal.
conference finals
the
by
goal,
himself.
the goal is to win.
You might well lose
No.
first round if you gonna go to
Let's
the finals
just
and lose.
keep it a bean. We're gonna keep it a bean. What James Harden did last year was unacceptable.
Okay,
they brought CP in for that very reason.
To help him, yes.
So when he's having a game like that, you come take it with.
That's why Steph has Clay and Draymond. That's why Bron had Ray Allen, Chris.
You gonna put Ray out?
And he's a knockdown shooter. What?
No,
he knocked it down for his Spurs, right?
You're right.
Bron shot, missed. Ray Allen knocks it down.
Bron was facilitating that whole John the whole time.
But I'm just saying.
They brought a whole nother Jamie in for Jamie.
No, not a whole other Jamie because CP not averaging 30. CP
Chris
not
Paul's
averaging,
greatest attribute to
CP not averaging
he gonna blow his hamstring anyway. I'm gonna give it 1,000.
Yeah.
So we ain't even. It's gonna be back to that.
Yo, CP and Jamie, they both choke in the playoffs.
Say that again.
CP and Jamie both choke in the playoffs. You saw CP.
So with them being together,
it's gonna be a double choke job.
Okay, so you telling me a minus plus a minus is still a minus?
No.
What is it?
It's a dummy minus.
No, it's a positive.
But look,
so what do you feel Chris Paul's greatest how do you feel Chris Paul helps Jamie in those tough situations when it comes to crunch time in the playoffs?
For the culture. This for Monique and everybody.
We gonna get on that topic next week. You know what I'm saying?
Next week, Monique.
No, that's way smoother than that Ciroc.
That deli on it.
So
that's way
back to my
smoother than this.
question. How do you feel?
Now, you
What do you
this.
think Chris Paul's greatest
You won't
attribute
burn some.
to Jamie when it comes to crunch moments?
Relax.
When it comes to that time to get,
Gates.
fluid offense and not just Jamie make something. Because we've seen in the past when it comes to Jamie make something out of something. Out of nothing, it doesn't help.
This is what I'm saying. This is not saying that CP and Jamie is the same as KD and Steph. I'm not saying that. Those are not the same. But to what the
what about KD and Russ? Because KD and Russ made the finals. Can you compare
the way
them
that
two?
you asked, the question you
Twice.
asked, the question you asked, it's the same pressure being taken off as KD and Steph.
But my question is, what is Chris Paul's greatest attribute to help Jamie?
That's what I'm getting at. That's
Okay.
what I'm getting at.
Okay.
With Steph and KD being on the same team, Steph don't have to do a lot. Which is Steph.
But
don't
Steph
like to have the
won.
ball. Steph like to run around screens.
We can't really compare that.
I'm not.
They don't even play the same.
Let
Steph
him
never
talk. Let him
really-
talk. Let him get
I'm
up.
not
Let him
saying
talk.
that. What I'm saying is the pressure.
He left
There's
him
not
out
a lot
the
of
position.
pressure on Steph or KD.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Jamie and CP. Jamie not gonna have a lot of pressure on him with CP bid. CP is averaging what? Do anybody know?
I have no
CP
idea.
It's
averaging
around
like
It's
20
on here.
something, right?
Around 17
CP
to
is
22.
averaging what? About 20 what?
Around, it's between 17 and 20.
19?
Yeah.
Averaging
CP
19.
But he averaging
19
9
points.
assists though still.
CP averaging 19 points. Who averaged 19 points on the Rockets last year?
Probably
Lou
Lou
Williams.
Williams.
Lou Williams.
Uh-huh.
But as I recall, Lou Williams stunk it up
A couple games he
a
did.
couple times in the playoffs.
Yes.
He did.
CP not gonna do that
He owned her somewhere.
What makes you feel CP won when his track record says he will?
because now he has Jamie to have that. He
So you
didn't
saying
have
he
CP.
didn't-
Didn't look.
Okay,
CP
so you
didn't
said-
have the scores
Uh-huh.
to help him to move
He
past
had
at least
scoring.
one playoff.
He didn't have the
A
type of
score.
score.
A
Okay.
score.
Okay.
He didn't have a score.
Okay.
So Jamie didn't have another true score like CP
Yes,
or an
stop
All-Star.
forgetting CP,
Have
Jamie.
you ever seen Lou Williams in an All-Star?
Nope. He should have been one this year, I believe. But no, he has not been All-Star.
Can you hear about
Jamie is a different breed. Jamie is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I agree. I see what you're saying. What you're saying is
All I'm
the
saying
element
is CP takes pressure off of Jamie. CP can handle the ball and score. Jamie can handle the ball and score. It takes pressure off of both of them.
Okay, you feel like Jamie had that bad game last year because of the pressure?
Because he didn't have nobody else.
So he ain't
help
never,
him.
he ain't, the whole season he didn't have nobody else. and he was averaging 30, almost won MVP.
You're not
So
playing
why
the
now?
same team 7 times. It's a difference. If you play the same team 7 times, it's a different. You have to see that same.
Kyrie
every
in,
time.
in series is Kyrie Brown. They play the same teams all year, same team, and they still come bring you 27, 30 a night. So
Okay.
why Jamie can do that? Why they gotta bring him a CP?
Did you not see? I'm glad you brought up Kyrie and Bron. Did you not see what Kyrie and Bron had to do when they won a championship? They both had to put up 40. Not one. Both of them.
That was
had to put
against
up
one of the
40.
that was against one of the greatest teams of all time.
You
Jamie,
have to. So they playing he playing one of the toughest defense.
it was
In the-
Ginobili on James. He beat him on the back.
Defense. They still a tough defense. It's the Spurs. They right now.
I agree.
He needs CP3 is what you saying.
He needs help. Yes.
To get past San Antonio.
No, not San Antonio. To get to the next level where he don't choke. He needs help. Who don't
So
need
it's
help?
more so.
Who don't need help?
No, I agree. Everybody need help.
But he
no,
been
Dirk had a
choking.
lot of help. Dirk had a
He
lot of help.
choked with Russ and KD.
Man, we not gonna talk about that's rookie contract. That's a rookie contract, and he's the 6th man coming off the bench. So you gonna put that to him? Say he choked when you got 2 superstars or 2 all-stars?
There were
I'm not even
superstars
an all-
there. KD was.
Oh, okay.
KD
an
was.
all-star then.
KD was a superstar.
So it was too much pressure on him then.
It was an all-star.
It was too much pressure on him then.
No, it wasn't.
So what happened?
It wasn't enough for him to have. He didn't have enough on his back. All he had to do was just come off the bench and just score.
But when Jamie came off the bench, they was looking for him to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like he was that guy on
But
the
it's
second unit.
acceptable. Is it not acceptable? Who fault is it? Is it the starters or the bench fault? Who fault?
Jamie
is it?
played
Jamie
starter
played
minutes.
situation.
He played starter
Situation.
minutes.
Yeah,
He played about 30 a game, 30,
Is it the
35 games.
starter? We just
They was
grabbed
actually
him.
saying he should be the starting point guard for that team
Yeah.
over Russ.
Okay, so just forget it. We're gonna go to another team. He doing better than what Russ
And
is
I'm
doing.
gonna do the same. When I go to other, I'm gonna just choke off the gate.
Mm.
But I'm gonna get the bag. I'm gonna get the big bags, but I'm just gonna choke on Ginobili.
Paul.
What's called was playing this year. He got hurt in Golden State.
Who blocked that shot when it was like it was time for him to tie it up? Ginobili blocked it from the back. You don't remember that?
So you try to tell me that
I ain't seen him get a shot blocked since.
that was good
Really,
defense.
bro.
I ain't seen nobody ever block it from the back either.
Damn.
I never seen nobody block it from the back either.
Okay. Well,
Shout out to Masons.
Oh,
Them wings on deck.
they catering.
Yeah, they came in today.
Yep, boy, go crazy on that range.
But yeah,
Ran out of beverage.
but anyway, the Rockets, like I said,
We'll get on this topic.
they gonna have.
Yeah, we got to get off
They
this.
gonna have a.
Ooh, going now.
The Rockets will have the better chance to beat Golden State.
Shout out to Mason.
well, moving on to the next topic. How do y'all feel about the MVP race this year? Of course, James Harden is leading it. I guess you would say second, maybe. I don't even know if there really is a second. Maybe you can think.
What is this? It's gonna be a short topic.
Yeah, it's got to be.
James Harden for
James, of course, James Harden is
Easy.
leading the MVP race. But who do y'all feel could be a second or third that can maybe
There's
make a run?
nobody in this league that can win MVP except
Honestly.
James Harden.
The only
What is
only
Russ
person
averaging? You got the sheet?
is Russ.
This?
If Russ averaged
They don't have
another triple double,
Oh, it's on this one.
he should be unanimous.
No.
Team average.
No.
He should
What do you
be
have here?
unanimous.
No.
I
If
ain't
Russ
got it.
name me another person who averaged a triple double 2 years back.
If Russ win an MVP, Russ get a triple double, average a triple double. Just because they gave it to him last year, they have to give it to him again.
I
Because
can't
they
give it
saying
to
it's
him.
so hard to average a triple double.
It's not hard to get anymore.
I can't give it to
So
him.
why
bro.
did he get a MVP last year?
I think because nobody had done it in so long.
But ain't nobody ever did it back to back.
That's the biggest thing.
But
right now.
we can't do that, man.
You're right, but
I'm not
last year
giving
he
it
got
to
it.
him.
I think it was more so emotional as well. Him
He had
losing KD,
less
and,
help.
and all that.
This
all
year
that played a part.
they didn't expect OKC to even make the playoffs last year.
Hey, Man, shout out to Mason. I ain't never had this shit. Motherfucker, I'm cutting. This is fire. And I'm a win. I'm tough on people winning.
They gotta cook hard, not wet, none of that.
So the MVP race is clear.
Yeah, that's done.
It's
Next
clear.
topic.
James Harden shall win.
I don't think Russ gonna average no.
It's about time he went anyway.
So triple anyway.
Yeah,
I agree with that. So do you,
I ain't gonna say rob.
So do you feel?
I don't see this shit.
Do you feel since James Harden is leading the field
He averaging
clearly? Do you feel
25.
31 points.
Russ is averaging 25 points, 10.4 assists. How many rebounds?
Where is he?
He probably on the next one.
Rebounds.
God's been good.
He in
9.5.
He in the 9. Oh, 9.5?
Yeah, he averaged 9.5.
I've been 25, 10.4, and 9.5 rebounds. He can get it.
I said God been good today.
Russ
Is the only guard up here on this stat sheet full of power forwards and centers.
Where he ranked that on the rebound?
He's 12th in the league as a point guard. The next point guard
I can't
is
even whip.
on down to
So
26 Ben Simmons and he's 6'10".
But yeah, so MVP race.
That's another
today.
topic.
We gonna go ahead.
Oh,
and
you wanna
say
get on
James
Ben?
Harden should do it.
But my question
Only
is,
point guard.
since James Harden is so far ahead of everybody else, should he win it unanimously?
Russ gonna get if
Yeah,
Russ
somebody
win
gonna
if
get
Russ
votes.
average a triple double, he will get a vote, and he may actually win it.
Steph was
That's the only way that Russ will win it if he averages a triple double.
Hey, Rockets fan. If Russ averaged a triple double, would you give him the MVP?
Yes, because you gave it to him last year.
for a triple double.
So
Yeah, that was more of an emotional pick. to
He
me.
did it back to back with more talent now,
it should be easier because Paul George there to knock it down.
but he getting more rebounds now. No, he not.
If he averaged a triple double, if Russ have a triple double and you don't give it to him this year, that means that you guys robbed
Yeah, James should.
James Harden last year.
No. Listen, Russ had less help last year,
Okay.
so and then KD just left him.
Okay.
So they looking like, man, this dude ain't got no talent. He out there with
Okay.
Victor Oladipo
Okay.
and
who's the top 2 guard in the East now?
Look, he made him worse, and y'all gave him MVP. But anyway, I ain't gonna get on that. So he had less talent. He out there with Sabonis. Who else did he have? Victor Oladipo, Steven Adams, and Roberson. You know he can't score. So they like, man, this dude averaged a triple double with these.
So what team?
What's this? A little plastic cup, a Ciroc bottle, and a microphone. He out there averaging a triple double. So now he out there with 2 basically all
So you
stars.
have to do more, correct?
No, you do less with more talent.
No. I'm saying when you don't have the talent, you have to do more. Right?
Yes.
So his expectation was already high once KD left.
No, they was low. They didn't expect the Thunder to make the playoffs without
When
KD.
KD left, people looked
As
at
far
Russ.
as Russ or
His
the
team, his coaches, the GM, the whole OKC organization looked at Russ and said, "Hey, KD gone.
Yeah.
We got
So.
Sabonis. We got a microphone.
Uh-huh.
And we got a brand. What you gonna do?"
I'm gonna
So,
go get this triple double.
Y'all tell me
Okay.
something. This is a quick question. How does Oladipo go to the East, the Pacers, and he's became one of the top 3 shooting guards, maybe the top 2?
Russ was holding them back.
DeMar, Brad, and Vic.
Wait.
But Russ,
I
with Russ last
understand.
year, he was terrible.
I
He
understand.
definitely was.
Because Russ
Really
is
wanna know-
ball dominant.
I know we really want to know that answer, but they gonna have to stay tuned to next week.
Okay.
Because we don't have the time to go ahead and get it. 'Cause
Oh,
we
we're
already
gonna
know
keep it
Russ-
short and simple.
We know Russ is he's
Oh, you got
one
it.
person.
Uh-huh.
As one that I don't know too many Russ.
Ooh, man.
I don't think even if Russ does average a triple double, you can't give it to him.
That means a triple double is no longer hard to get if you don't get MVP for back to back.
All right,
I agree
all right,
with that.
let me
But
see.
Moving on to the next, we'll come back to that, maybe address it towards the end.
Yeah.
But moving on, we're gonna go to the NBA free agency.
Good big year.
How do y'all feel about the? Well, first before we go to NBA free agency, How do you feel about tanking? We're gonna address that really quick.
Shout out to Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, look, man, I know you got that bread.
Uh-huh.
I know you had to say what you had to say. Double salute to you, man.
Shout out to him.
Tanking?
Let me start it off.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
It's
like
yours.
I'm a tanking activist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like tanking is something that should be more prominent in the NBA because there's a lot of teams that are not getting better by trying to make the playoffs and lose first round.
Mm.
So by Mark Cuban telling his team, hey, we're trash.
Mm-hmm.
Let's tank and let's get another Dennis Smith. Let's get another Harrison Barnes. Let's get another Nerlens.
Mm-hmm.
Why they ain't playing Nerlens?
I think he injured right now. He on ice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, I just wanted to know that. You can continue.
He's supposed to get a bag or
It's
something.
a beef between him and Rick Carlisle.
He on his.
So
Oh, what
who's
you think?
going-
That's another.
We don't go further into
That boy better cut his hair. That's another topic. That's another topic right now.
Rick Carlisle, Mark Cuban, Cleveland Cavaliers would gladly take Nerlens Noel's off your hand if y'all want to. Just put that out
I
there.
should have pulled up his
But yeah,
salary. I hope he get that
about
bag
tanking.
shit on.
like my guy Lou said, I'm not an activist on it, but I strongly suggest that you shouldn't even really just find people for tanking or like Pop does. People rest.
Mm-hmm.
He
On
wasn't fined
ice.
for tanking. He's fined for making it public. That's what
Correct.
his
Oh
team
yeah,
is doing.
my mistake. You're right. My mistake.
Shush.
But tanking should happen.
Why?
Okay?
Show me one
The
instance where
reason
tanking
why-
has worked.
The reason we can't say
It worked
if
in Philly.
Worked, it can't. We cannot
What has worked
say
in Philly?
Philly has had probably 5 or 6 top 5 picks back to back to back.
Say that it worked because who knows if that team or that organization was actually tanking.
No, okay, sucking helps. How about that? Not tanking, but sucking.
Where teams, okay,
When
yes.
Braun left, Cleveland sucked. They messed up with Bennett, but
But
Wiggins
they
and
weren't tanking, though.
they
were
just sucked.
bad.
So
Mhm.
basically, Cuban is telling his team to suck
Okay, yes.
purposely.
No, Cuban told his team to tank.
Suck.
Tank is a
Nah, he didn't say it
definition.
suck. He said lose on purpose.
When you
That's
tank,
the only way you can try to get better in the draft.
the perception of tank.
But show me where tanking has worked. You can say Philly, but what has Philly?
They
Well-
tanked. They just didn't do it.
Hold on, fellas.
Say they were doing it.
For our viewers who don't know what tanking is a term that is subject for losing on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Not where your team sucks, but you're losing on purpose because you want to get a higher draft pick. We don't know if it happens in the NFL. We heard of it happening in the NBA. So, Cuban, we already know what happened with that. He said the subject of his team tanking.
Also, the NFL, Cleveland been sucking, and they got 2 top 5 picks. They got them things back to back. Quick! What would you do with the first and the fifth? You Cleveland, you got first and fifth. What you get?
If I'm Cleveland, I got the first and the 5th pick.
Yeah.
Oh, first I thought I'm getting that. They got his name is Marvin Bagley.
No.
You talking football.
Oh, football. Okay, real quick. That's my bad. NFL.
You trying to get him killed? That boy go out there and get his knees buckled.
Okay, first pick. If I'm Cleveland, I got the first and the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
For my intake is Cleveland has been letting guys go. So they didn't want to start younger. So I would probably go for not the first pick. I would probably go for some, typical
Positions.
like,
What position would you
that's
go
what I'm
with?
saying. Typical for
You
like
got
a
the
lineman or
DN.
something like that, or some DN, some type of lineman.
Yeah.
Not
You just got a
offensive
defensive
defense.
end last year.
Yeah,
though.
from
Okay,
A&M.
so I will probably get an offensive lineman. First pick. Second pick, I probably
Ain't nobody out there like that though. It's too much power on the offensive side as far as running backs. I wouldn't be surprised if they took old boy from
But they got a nice running back.
Yes, they-
No. It's the Bears. They got help.
I understand that, but I feel like they really, really need someone on that offense and on that wide receiver. Someone.
They got Josh Gordon.
That's fine. He's coming back.
One more. He's been in it. So you going O line and what?
O line and a wide receiver. You need someone to actually.
So you gonna pass up all these quarterbacks?
I think they're gonna stick with that boy Kaiser.
Why?
Cause they was really scoring a little bit. Okay. They wasn't just.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jags just signed Blake Bortles to that deal. That means that they are trusting their guy to actually succeed and be successful.
Wait. Let me get on this one. Are they really trusting him, or are they saving money so they can keep that defense?
You have that's actually both of those come in common. If you think about it, you spent the bread on Blake. They trust Blake. If you bring in another quarterback like Kirk Cousins, now they have to build that trust no matter what he does.
No, that's a bag.
With the
they gotta pay Kirk a bag.
No matter exactly. So now you have somebody who can do what he's done in the playoffs, in the regular season. That's just enough for this defense to actually do what they did. Mm-hmm. More pressure is on the defense, honestly. With them giving Blake Bortles that deal. More defense is on. More pressure is on that defense. If you sign Kirk, the pressure ain't on defense now. It's on Kirk.
But can they keep that defense if they sign Kirk? Yeah. Because that Kirk is going.
A lot of them are already signed.
In the future, there's no way.
In the future, but it don't matter. It's what can we do in the next 3 years? A lot of those guys are signed multiple year deals.
3 to 4 years right now. They're not going to be able to keep that defense.
It don't matter.
Their defense going to start looking.
But
like
all it takes is one guy to leave.
That's all.
Look at Seattle. Yeah. One guy leave and then they just. New York. That's it.
Okay, so you're
in Dallas.
You're rather deal
defense. They going. You have to maintain your defense. Look at the Broncos.
Nobody left from New York with Odell. Their defense just.
The defense ain't nobody leave.
No, everybody's still there.
They just got trash.
No, what's got left?
They got Landon, they got DRC, Eli's still there. He just beefing with the squad.
Okay, but back to this though. Back to Jacksonville. I think I don't even remember what we were talking about, to be honest.
Do you agree with the Blake? Do you agree with the Blake Bortles deal?
No, I don't. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you'd rather deal with in the future somebody leaving than rather having a 3-year window where we potentially really have a chance to win a championship.
So is that a yes?
Look at Seattle. They had a lot of people. They only won 1 championship. Could have won 2. I ain't gonna say should have. I'm gonna say could have won 2. But so you'd rather deal with they might leave in the future than having a 3-year window to have a legit chance to
obviously
maybe
they feel like they can get it done with Blake.
I see with that. I see it. I don't want to say I see why because I really don't.
I do. Let me tell you why. Against Pittsburgh, he put up, Cap?
He put up, he was 14 for 26 with 214 yards.
How many points?
How many points? What are points at, fam?
Put up 45. He put up 45 on Pitt. What he put up on?
Look up what time basics close.
What he put up on New England?
Put up 20.
Put up 20 on New England. He did his job. So they saying, let's keep this guy for the low instead of going to give Kirk a bag.
But he put up 10 against Buffalo.
I'm not going to, wait.
They won.
They won.
I'm not gonna say for the
and
low.
I think he's about 25 years old.
For the low.
Oh, it ain't that flip. It ain't that bad. The deal, he get 20 next year, but the deal ain't.
How much do we get guaranteed? I thought it was about 26, 27.
26 and a half guaranteed.
26 guaranteed.
But the guarantee for Kirk would have been something crazy.
Woo,
It would have had to because, if I'm not mistaken, they franchised him, didn't it?
He was going to have to get about 25, 30 guaranteed every year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Kirk
so
was going to get about 100.
You're only saying this for the low because comparison of what they would have had to give Kirk.
Yes.
But look how far they got to the AFC Championship with this guy.
Yeah, I feel like that was more of an anomaly.
I would agree with what you're saying. It's not that bad.
But what if they had to move somebody this year just to get Kirk? Like
they have the money.
Bro,
but now they still got it, and they could just sign up receivers and more linemen and all
get
they
better.
want.
So you trusting Blake for the next 3 years?
Yeah.
If he can put up 45 on Pitt, 20 on the
Yeah,
win.
with the defense.
Yeah, with the defense.
You,
Defense ain't going
basically,
nowhere now.
You're going to wreck your defense if you sign Kirk. Your team is going to be obliterated.
But team,
Kirk is like a what they call them women that come through and just destroy your marriage.
Oh, we call them thoughts where I'm from, but
Home wrecker.
yeah, home wrecker.
Kirk was gonna come through and just clear
The whole everything.
AJ,
all of them already got
Calais.
deals.
They understand they got deals, bro, but at the same time,
So
you're
rather-
adding something extra and you taking away a trust factor.
Leonard gonna be out that rookie contract pretty soon.
Big Leonard.
He gonna need a
Yeah,
bag.
in 3 more years.
I'm not re-signing Leonard. You 40.
This is second.
Come on, man.
You know the running backs age quick. He
All right,
ball
man.
whip braces. So how old are you?
Time has been great, but like they said,
Let's hit
I
one
gotta
more.
get back.
Let's
I
hit
gotta
one more
get back.
topic.
I gotta
Last
get
topic.
back.
Okay, last topic is NBA free agency.
NBA?
NBA free agency. Where do y'all feel?
Brian, where you think you going?
Where do you think Bron is gonna go?
Hey, Brian, we were glad to have you. We would be very glad, but in all honesty, it's only 2 places.
Where's that?
Either he's going to stay. There's a high chance he's going to stay with these young talent that they have.
What do you think he's going to do?
I'm just saying. This is what I think he's going to do. Either he's going to stay
Mm-hmm.
or he's going to Houston. He likes to play with CP. They go on boat, yacht parties, and all type of other things.
Now, quick, PG,
And
where
they
you think
like
he going?
that. PG. I see him going to LA. He's young.
Without Brian, he just go.
He's young. He probably go to LA.
Real?
Bron either gonna stay or I think Bron just gonna stay in general. I need some tissue.
Tighten up. Sure. Just tighten
All
up.
right, Goose, where you think he's going?
Brian, man, I don't think he's going to LA. Think he gonna wait till PG make his decision?
Oh, okay. And then he gonna decide.
Hey, would you take PG?
Hold off, man.
Why not?
Them wings
Is
got my
he an
left
all-star?
nostril running, bro.
Is PG an all-star? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Injury is how he got in.
Is PG
Since
an
the
all-
All-Star, he's 1 for 14.
Is PG an all-star? Yes or no?
Yes, he is.
PG's an all-star.
Yeah.
So you seen him last weekend? Is what you telling me?
Briefly, because somebody got hurt. But that's why he got in.
He played big minutes. though.
PG, you seen him at All-Star Weekend?
Yes,
Okay.
briefly.
Okay.
But Brian, I say, I really don't think if Brian does stay, I think it'll be a 1-year deal. I don't think he's gonna sign for 2 years.
Mhm.
But if PG goes to, Brian ain't going to LA. I don't think
don't be
Isaiah
surprised.
and Lonzo.
Isaiah on a 1-year contract. If Bron say I'm coming, Isaiah not gonna be there.
That's
But I'm
fine.
saying Brian is gonna wait till the last.
Alright,
Till everybody make their decision.
Cop, where you think he going?
Cleveland or
Bron,
Houston?
I think they both gonna stay.
I would
think
be
PG
surprised
stand?
if
PG staying and Bron staying.
This shit about to knock me.
Alright,
Well, this is
Under
our
the table.
first show on Keeping the Beat on SMG Radio.
everybody
This is a shout
Hey,
out to-
shout out to Fifth, man. We
Shout
see
out
you
to
out here
Big
getting
Fifth,
buckets, man. We
man.
watch you the whole
Baby,
time,
Watching
man.
you,
That's
boy.
our young killer. That's the young killer right there.
Shout out on SMG Radio.
Alright.
Bro, this so smooth. That's way smooth. You
Stay
touch-
tuned in for the next
All right, they trying to knock my. Y'all see this?
This is our first one. It shall
Hey,
get better.
I
It
can
will
next
get better.
time.
It has to
But
get
if I
better.
don't make this curfew,
Hey, this nigga got a curfew, y'all.
Pray for
yeah,
Killer.
whatever.
Pray for my guy, man.